My name is Claudia, and I'm an Oshkosh West High School alumni of the class of 2016. And I currently live in Bozeman, Montana, and I work for the Central Asia Institute, which is a nonprofit that provides educational opportunities for women and girls in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Tajikistan. I work on the development and programs team, so the fundraising and developing our programs abroad. I've always been interested in international work, and I've lived abroad a few times, and I really enjoy it. Well, my mom has always been really involved in activism and involved in local nonprofits and always dragging me around to different opportunities, which always inspired me to give back and learn how to get involved in my community and take action when I see injustice. And that's kind of been my motivation for my experience working in politics, in a nonprofit, grassroots activism. But also on top of that, I've always been priding myself on my willingness to try new things and step out of my comfort zone, because it's just good to not be afraid of failure, because what's the worst that can happen? And I think that's led me to a lot of great opportunities. Yeah, I had a great time at Oshkosh West. I was involved in a bunch of things, but probably the most memorable for me were the Index. I was an editor for 3 years, and I loved it. Great people, and it helped me write for my college newspaper, and eventually I'm now published in our magazine at my nonprofit. Uh, Also, mock trial, I helped started the team back when I was a junior, which led me to do moot court in college, and I was on the golf team. And yeah, just a lot of really great memories with good people. I would say being a part of the original mock trial team was really impactful for me, because it showed me that you can start something from scratch and to turn it to something wonderful. And we competed at state our senior year. So when I got to college, I tried out for the mock trial team at Madison, which is so competitive, and I didn't make the team, and I was so mad. Mostly disappointed. So I went to the mock trial advisor and was like, can I start a new team? Can we expand it? And he helped me start the moot court team, which is like the same thing, but it's constitutional court and appellate. And I had no idea what I was doing, but I had those skills and confidence from starting the mock trial team that by my senior year at Madison, our moot court team expanded to a national program, and I competed at nationals down in Orlando, Florida. And I was so glad that I had that willingness to try something new and put myself out there, because it turned into something awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I think I was a little hesitant to go to UW Madison, because a lot of people from Oshkosh go there, and I, following in my sister's footsteps, I was like, oh, it's just Wisconsin, but it ended up being such a great opportunity for me, growth-wise and academically, and it allowed me to get opportunities that I probably wouldn't have otherwise. Like the summer after my freshman year, I was able to do an internship in Frankfurt, Germany, through their international internship program. But bringing it back to Oshkosh West, I only got that internship because I went abroad with Mr. Selflug in the 2-week German exchange trip. And I stayed with my same host family. So I was really glad that I got to do that. And then my sophomore year, I studied abroad in Buenos Aires, Argentina, with a really awesome program. And I ended up graduating in 3 years, but I really packed it all in there to do a lot of really, really great things. Yeah, so I was supposed to stay in Paris until the end of the summer, but COVID hit, so I came home early in May, and I immediately hopped on the 2020 presidential campaign and worked with the Democratic Party of Wisconsin, organizing in Oshkosh, which is really rewarding to work in my hometown and to really connect with my community again. And it was a huge success. We won, and we had a record turnout in Oshkosh. but it was probably the hardest thing I've ever done, working in campaign politics like that. It was really draining. So I decided to move out to Montana to be a ski instructor for the winter, just to have fun and get to ski every day. And I loved Montana so much that I decided to stay. And I got a job with a local nonprofit, the Central Asia Institute, which is like so lucky that there's a small bubble of international activism in the mountain town of Bozeman. But I'm so glad that it all worked out for me, and I love Montana because I can do what I love, but also ski and mountain bike and trail run and backpack and rock climb. It's a good life.
That's amazing. All right, now my last question for you is, I see you as this global citizen and a natural born leader. What's next for you in the years to come?
What's next? I would say that, I want to continue to expand my career and work my way up in the international human rights world. That's where my passions lie, and I can see myself continuing that in my future. But, more than that, I don't want to just work, work, work. I think that so many people in the US can get caught up in that mindset. But I want to see, success isn't linear, and that's something that they don't tell you in school. You can try so many different things in your life, and you don't have to settle for anything less than what you really want. So, I'm going to continue to expand on these opportunities, work my way up in the fields, maybe learn a new language. I want to live abroad again, not sure where. Probably going back to grad school, but we'll see when I'm going to do that. And, just looking forward to building the life that I always wanted to live.